Yo guys, Leg Games here and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a new trading method. Basically this is going to be investing in starter squads while you're on the web app. So basically you're going to be going for players which are quite cheap but people will want to use them in their starter squads. So basically I'm gonna go through each position and give you a few people in each positions to invest in. I wouldn't really go for goalkeeper. I will go through some options, but I would stick clear just because they won't rise much and you can use your coins better. But Romero seems to be a decent one on start. Also, actually, I would say there's too many good options because you could get any 80 rated keeper, and also it's the last thing people want to fill. So as I said, I would stay clear, but you've got Begovic, Bravo, I wouldn't go for because he's going to get downgraded again. Rui Patricio would probably be your best bet if you can get him good enough price, but because he's an 83 rated, I reckon loads of people want him, which means that he might be a bit too expensive. I reckon it'll be a similar price to Schmeichel, and Schmeichel's probably about 7 to 10k. Sorry if you guys can hear cars in the background, by the way, but Guaita will probably be your best bet. I reckon that's the most solid purchase you can make for your starter squad, because I reckon Rise, he'll be the one people go for, because other ones are a little bit too bad or a little bit too expensive for a goalkeeper anyway, because obviously they'll want to spend their coins better on different parts of their squad. But if we just go to right back, the one which pops out at me is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, although I reckon he'll be in the one to watch promo, which is coming out on the day that either the day that FIFA properly releases or the day after. So I would invest in him as soon as you can, because he'll rise because he's out of packs as well, and then he'll rise more because when the game's out. So definitely do that. I'll do a video on one to watch investing straight after this video, probably in a couple of days time. But Valencia's moved, so he doesn't play for United anymore, so he's not an option anymore. Trippier would be a decent option, although Bellerin will definitely get downgraded. I don't know if they'll touch his pace. Thing is, they've downgraded a lot of people's paces on the leaked stats. Like Isco is believed to have about 55 pace now, and yeah, they've done people dirty. I think it's to slow the game down slightly. I'm not quite sure. Walker's going to be too expensive. He was about 100k this year. Or possibly Wan-Bissaka could be a little bit too expensive. If he is, I'd go for Ricardo Pereira or Aurier, because Aurier, I don't know what it'll be like next year, but if he's still got the 94 jump in, he'll be an excellent option. So yeah, those are my two backup options if Wan-Bissaka doesn't work. But if you can get Wan-Bissaka, I'd definitely try and get him just because of one to watch promo. I reckon Alexander-Arnold will be too expensive just for the fact that I think he's been leaked as 83 rated, and you've got Liverpool fans there. That's the only problem which could happen with Wan-Bissaka, is that like Man United fans want him. So he'll be, and those two are like competing for best right back player in the league. Can't speak properly. You've also got Yedlin as well. Also look at him. But because of his height, he's 5'8". I reckon the other options will be better. I know Aurier is quite short as well, but he's got way more jumping, so like that makes up for it. Anyway, if we look at centre backs, I go for Lindelof and Bailly. Sounds biased because I'm a United fan, I know. Or Ake. I reckon those are the three best options to go for your starter squad. You could also go for Stones, but I reckon he could get, I want to say an upgrade, but I'm not actually. I don't watch City that often. Obviously, Smalling's gone Roma, so you can't use him. I'm trying. Yeah, I reckon those are your best options, really. Rudiger's going to get downgraded. He might have left. No, actually, they had a transfer ban, but he's probably going to get downgraded because he had a bit of a shocking season. I'm going to go for Maguire, even though, but I think he's going to have like 45 pace or something. I think it was leaked as well. I'm trying to look. Reed's always a good one as well, just because of his height. I think he's 6'3". He's always a decent one to use, although would you use him over Ake? Ake's height probably lets him down because Lindelof and Bailly are both 6'2". But Ake I've used in this game, he's been solid. If he's anything like that in FIFA 20, he'll be a decent option. Koscielny's left the Prem as well. I reckon Zuma will be a good option as well because he played well for Everton, which means he will get an upgrade, but I reckon he'll get downgraded again at Christmas because of his, well, if he carries on like he's been performing. So if we go left back, the main one I go for is Van Aanholt. I don't know if Masuaku will still be as quick, but 4-star skills there is pretty good. Kolasinac is always a decent option as well, just the fact that he's got the 87 physical. They don't really downgrade physical through FIFAs, although if he drops below 70 pace, people, I don't know why, it's always been a thing in FIFA where if people have 69 pace, people don't want them. If they've got 70 pace, they're fine. I don't know why. I think Dine is alright, just fast short, not the best jumping, and I wouldn't go for him. Mendy was so popular at the start of this year, so although they might downgrade him a little bit just for the fact that he was injured for most of last season, all of last season maybe. But yeah, there's just a couple of options for that. I go for, yeah, I'd go for what I've said, really. I wouldn't branch off from that. But there are other options, there'll definitely be ones which pop up. But these are just ones which you should definitely look at and see how their price rises. Oh, we just already went through centre backs, right? CDMs, Decor is one I would go for. Lerma's also a really good one who will rise. Sanchez is also a really good one because of his physical. I don't know if they'll downgrade his pace because, as I said, they've absolutely butchered some people's pace. I think Griezmann lost 5 pace. So he's gone from 86 to 81, which makes him nowhere near as desirable. I reckon he'll suffer a bit of a pace drop because of that, but that's yet to be seen. Torreira will probably, I reckon he'll stick at 82 because he got a winter upgrade, then he didn't fall off, he just stayed consistent from Christmas, so I think that he'll be 82, and I'll definitely go for him. Obviously Wanyama has gone to a different league, otherwise I would have said him, but I'd say Lerma. Chiarte is probably a good one. That Leicester one's very good one to go for. You just want to go for someone with decent pace, decent pace, decent strength, and decent passing. Just like the key stats. So, like Jorginho would be decent this FIFA, but he can get a downgrade, I reckon. Same with Kovacic. They both didn't do that much, although every Chelsea fan you ask, they'll say that Jorginho did well. I actually do agree with them, but he just didn't hit the stats, so I reckon he'll still be in for a downgrade. But he did control tempo of games, he did really control it for them. Seri is also another one which I say absolutely try and get. In fact, Seri and Wijnaldum are the two which I'd invest in personally, most of my coins. Same with Sissoko, because I reckon it'll be about 81, 82 rated when the game drops. Those are 3 options I personally, like, if you have 20k, try and get as many of them as you can for that price. Do this early on before people get coins, because like as soon as people get coins, players' price rise up. So just be careful with that. You can make more profit when they rise, but at the same time, it's just a bit harder to get the cards and people have more coins, so it's more bidding battles. It's just a bit of a nightmare. So try and get these players early on, yeah, just as early as you can. Obviously left mid you got Bernard, but I reckon he'll be a bit too small. That's why people don't use him this FIFA. He's 5'5", so I wouldn't really go for him. I'd go for Daniel James if he is gold. If he is silver, don't do that. Izquierdo was a really good one this year. Unless they decrease his pace to about like 85 or something, I still go for him. He is short, but that pace, just really good at the start of the game. Felipe Anderson is a little bit too, he's going to be too high rated this year for people to trade with him, so I won't look at him. Son's also probably going to be a striker. Yeah, I would say go for them for your starting options. Also go have a look at Ryan Fraser. He'd be another good option to go for, but he'll be about 81 rated if I had to guess. Right mids are really limited, so I would say invest in this just because of the fact that there's, like, next year, if you look at the limited options now, I reckon it's going to rise. Most people are going to find the best option, and yeah, they're just going to stick with that. So obviously got Walcott, probably a pace downgrade next year. I don't know, he's still quick, isn't he? So it's a hard one. Matter's too slow, Salah's too expensive people to invest in. Yarmolenko could be a good one if he had his 5-star skills. I swear he had 5-star skills, that might have been last year. I don't use many of these players. Lucas is going to be a striker, so he won't be an option. See what I mean? It's quite limited, so if there is a good right winger, definitely stock up on them. I would say that's the best to do because there's going to be limited options, which means it will rise the most. Delafeu, I don't know if he still plays. He must. Yeah, go for him if you still got similar stats to that. Because if you look here, like, there's not many good right wingers. Strikers should be alright, but I'm gonna go to cams first. Let's have a look. I go for James Maddison actually for this. Lingard could be an option, but at the same time, Almiron, Maddison, both decent options to invest in because I reckon I'll both get alright upgrades. Almiron has his pace, although I know it's less about pace now in FIFA. I know it's a more, but out of starting squads, it doesn't really matter about the other. Like if you got a decent striker and you got some quick players around him, you're gonna win. But that doesn't really work 2 weeks in. You will start need to get the better players with the better stats. Lanzini's also good. I wouldn't go for Özil this year. I don't think the hype of him's gone, apart from if you're an Arsenal fan. But we'll just go through strikers. I know Martial has gone to a striker. Richarlison has gone to a left wing if leaked players are correct. Obviously they could either change them or but yeah, I believe that Richarlison's been moved to a left wing, so that option's gone. Obviously you do have, oh I forgot his name, but he's the, oh yeah I've remembered him, Sebastian Haller. I reckon he's going to have a very good card. If we just look at his stats on this FIFA, so if you look at his card, his pace is a little bit bad, but if he's got his physical and still decent shooting, he's going to be a really OP card for West Ham. Also French, so easy to link. You can do a bit of League 1. If you go to League 1, they'll be a bit cheaper, and they've got plenty of midfield options, like cheap, decent midfield options, like they always do. Just some cheap, really pacey and decent centre mids with all-round stats. I would, if you're building a starter squad for yourself, I would probably go for Serie A this year, just because it looks like they've got the most, like they've got so many good cards in there. Like me and my mate were talking about this the other day. I reckon Serie A is going to be the best one to build your starter squads with. Anyway guys, I just wanted to go through some options for each position to invest in. Invest in any of those cards. This method is if you've got about 20, 25, 30k in your account. If you've got less than that, I will link a video on the screen right now. It's what to do if you've got 0 coins and you've just opened your starter packs and you've got about 3k to use. This will help you get your coins up. Anyway guys, I'll leave the video there and I'll see you guys next time.